A tsunami is a series of massive waves that follow earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or other natural disasters. Even asteroid collisions and underwater landslides. On July 9, 1958, in Lituya, the largest mega tsunami wave ever seen was captured on film. In Alaska, Bay. Amazingly, the wave's height was 1,720 feet. If you learn that a tsunami is approaching, act immediately because this scenario is not amusing. You must act right away to preserve your life. What you must do immediately is as follows. If you're on land, it doesn't matter if you live by the coast. You should be aware of the warning signals of a tsunami if you live nearby or visit frequently. It might be an unique ocean roar or a loud roar emanating from the water. Behavior. As an illustration, the water could abruptly drain, revealing the ocean floor, or vice versa. On the horizon, there might be a wall of water. Keep an eye out for any odd animal behavior changes. If they suddenly form a group, skulk in various crevices, flee the area, or exhibit extreme worry, these could be symptoms of a natural calamity on the horizon. Don't waste even a moment after receiving a tsunami alert, leave right away. You should not be thinking about your personal stuff and paperwork right now. Your personal effects. Assemble your family and take any available means of transportation away from the coast. Hop. Run as fast as you can, jump in your car, or hop on a bike. Go as far away as you can from the shore, in the direction of high hills, mountains, or a forest. Go at least 2 miles inland and 100 feet above sea level, if at all possible. Choose the highest and most sturdy building if you're caught by rising water, and ascend to the top. It's not the best option because the building may collapse as a result of the tsunami's force. Albeit with waves, it's still something. Keep in mind that highways are frequently destroyed by tsunamis, so once everything's done, you might have a hard time navigating your way back. Most of the time, earthquakes and tsunamis are closely related. In order to avoid getting trapped, you should attempt to flee to wide spaces with few or no structures hit by debris that fell. In addition, avoid being near things like walls, bridges, and electricity lines. Even if these buildings appear to be solid enough, they could crumble during the aftershock. Pay close attention to evacuation instructions and tsunami warnings the entire time. Stay put and wait for more instructions if you are not in a tsunami hazard area. Bear in mind that special signs are frequently used to indicate evacuation routes in potentially dangerous regions. Symbol with an arrow and a wave. It indicates the way to higher ground. Grab onto a door, a tree trunk, or a raft if you tumble into the river. In essence, the sooner you locate something that floats, the better. Even when you believe that everything is over, resist the need to unwind too soon. It's possible for there to be dozens of tsunamis in one area. What's more, each wave after that could grow bigger than the one before it, and they could. Over many hours. As a result, get ready for more waves, aftershocks, and a lengthy, patient wait. Try listening to radio updates to find trustworthy information. Trusting rumor is not a good idea because you can come back too quickly and receive taken by additional waves. Keep in mind that you must survive both the tsunami and its aftereffects. When the flood recedes, a ton of potentially dangerous debris. Floodwater should not be waded in since it can be much deeper than it appears. Be mindful of the possibility of electrocution. Damaged subterranean power cables have the potential to electrically charge the water. Additionally, if you're standing in water or if the object is wet, avoid touching any electrical equipment. Itself is damp. Keep your distance from houses and other buildings because they may still be flooded and dangerous. To become erratic. Now, if you're at sea, if you've learned that a tsunami is coming, try to get as close to deep water as you can when you're aboard a ship or boat at sea. 150 feet or more is the minimum safe depth. The problem is that tsunami waves can grow to incredible lengths in the open ocean. Of 1,000. Several miles, although they rarely rise higher than a few feet. However, these waves typically move at a breakneck speed away from the shore, speeding up to 500 miles per hour. However, a wave slows to 30 miles per hour and develops as it approaches the coast. In size. If a tsunami is approaching while you are surfing, paddle toward the shore and rush toward the land. Tallest point that you can see. Perhaps you still have a few precious minutes before the tsunami reaches the shore. Paddle toward the horizon if a tsunami is getting closer when you are distant from the shore. The deep ocean. You might not experience the destructive power of the tsunami waves there. In addition, you'll be equipped with a flotation device. You won't have to worry about being struck by debris on the open sea either. In the event that you have successfully paddled away from the beach and are no longer in danger. Don't rush to get back to the beach just yet. Wait at least a few hours because tsunamis can last for several hours. The waves from a tsunami can travel between 20 and 30 miles per hour and rise up to heights of 10 to 100 feet long. They can surge up to 10 miles inland, resulting in catastrophic floods that causes harm to many kinds of property, of communication and transportation, as well as contaminating the fresh water source. Approximately 80% of all tsunamis originate in the Ring of Fire in the Pacific Ocean, which is the most seismically active region in the world, home to 452 volcanoes, and has experienced the most earthquakes. When a person is swept away by a tsunami, their chances of surviving. There are few people, dead or alive. It's not entirely possible, though. The strongest recorded earthquake occurred on May 22, 1960, off the coast of. It had a terrifying 9.5 Richter scale magnitude and struck off the southern Chilean coast. This earthquake produced destructive megatsunamis that impacted not only Chile but also Hawaii, the Philippines, and plus Japan. Dennis Garca, who resided in the port town, was still awake by the time the earth had ceased trembling. Of Corral, Chile, was still oblivious to the magnitude of the disaster. Without realizing that his family members had already climbed higher and were secure, the man was desperately trying to find his family. Garca then discovered a strange phenomenon. Turning to face Corral Bay, he observed that all of the water had receded and the sea floor was unadorned. Garca decided to look into the unusual occurrence because he had never seen it before. It's nearer. It ended up being a nearly deadly error. The man was preoccupied and had failed to spot a massive, 40-foot-tall tsunami wave racing toward. Before it was too late, Dennis Garca managed to cling to a piece of rubble, which rescued him that day. He was tossed about by the stormy waves for hours before ascending to the roof of a house that was passing floating. Fortunately, it saved him, and he is still alive today. But keep in mind that a miraculous survival story like this is extremely rare. Therefore, as soon as you learn that a tsunami is on its way, act quickly and follow the advice you picked up from this video. If you have any further suggestions that could help you survive a tsunami, please share them with us. Please let me know in the comments. If you discovered something new today, please like and share this video with a friend.